Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here with this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. It's really very simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5. I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Now, something very important that I want to tell you, which might sound a bit strange, especially if you've been following me for a long time, you'll know that I'm not particularly religious. I am a spiritualist. And as such, I don't follow a particular religion, because to me, it's just like following somebody else's rules. And I'm all about encouraging people to go within and find their own truth within, not what somebody else says. Okay, but having said that, I must tell you that when I was around maybe age 22, I started to see our Mother Mary, the Virgin Mary, in visions, and I've had these visions throughout my life ever since. So I've seen her many, many times. And she always appears in white and blue, sort of like, I think there's some sort of connection with Archangel Michael, but the blue that I see around her is slightly different. It's a bit lighter, a sort of medium shade of blue, whereas his is bright, but it's more like getting onto the royal blue side. And the other thing about her that I always see is these flames coming out of her heart. So there's definitely, I am 110% sure, there's definitely a special energy around Mary and heart energy. And I just heard recently that the Pope is going to consecrate both Russia and the Ukraine to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Now, I've got the feeling that the wording Immaculate Heart of Mary, there's something there more than what we know. All I know is what I've been seeing in these visions all my life. There is something very special about Mary's heart. So please, please, please pray for peace for Ukraine and Russia. And the other interesting thing that I found out, that both these countries have been consecrated to Mary before. This is not the first time. So the Pope's going to reconsecrate both countries to the Immaculate Heart of Mary on the 25th of March. That would be an excellent day to pray for peace. Okay, it's super important. If you are Catholic, or maybe if you're not Catholic, you may know that the visions, the Fatima visions, are about Mary saying there could be a world war if Christianity doesn't start up and continue in Russia. And the issue there is they do have a church, but it's a sort of state-run, or the state is behind the church in some way. So we're talking about real Christianity, a real Christian church that is separate to the state. So I think it's super important. I did mention before that whilst I don't see a third world war this year, I don't know about after that. And usually my visions are sort of like predictions and things like that. They sort of have a lifespan of around 12 months basically, and after that it's like too many variables. And so I think we are at a really critical time in history, and I do believe that prayer works. Well, not I believe, I know that prayer works, and we can actually turn this situation around. If enough people are praying for peace and are actually trying to be peaceful in their own lives as well, I believe that we can turn anything around, in fact. So please do that. All right, I'll get off my high horse and we'll get on with pick a card. Okay, so the first card I'm going to do now. So I'll close my eyes now. What do I see? Okay, I've got a ladder here to the right. This is about taking logical, analytical steps towards something. The path is changing. It's going back and forth to the left, the right, the left and right. So there's a combination here of being logical, and analytical, and then going with the flow and just listening to your intuition. You've got to get the balance if you've picked card number 1. All right, I'll actually go to the board now. I forgot to do that, didn't I? I've just done the Facebook pick a card, and I think I'm doing the same thing. So we do this on the board here on YouTube. All right, so I have to be a bit careful. So card number 1, and we'll go with that one there. I can't shuffle up the cards that much. 3 of Wands. Interacting with other people who are equally as passionate about something as what you are. Sometimes there's minor disagreements, but often you'll get something worthwhile accomplished because of the power of your motivation, your willpower. And if you and the group have equal willpower or have strong willpower, you're going to accomplish something. It's all about action. Sometimes this manifests in a family. Perhaps it could be something like discussing what you're going to do. You know, maybe one of your parents needs to go into a facility of some type, or they need to sell their home and downsize and they don't want to, and you have a family discussion, that sort of thing. Action does need to be taken, but it's, totally different people. You've got different ways of thinking about things, but that's okay. You can still get it to work out in the end. There's a lot of spiritual strength here, and it's good to contemplate what the future holds. That's card number 1. Card number 2, let's have a look. Closing my eyes. I get the colour red, action. Sometimes it means anger, or it can even mean like vitality, like going out to exercise and the blood's pumping around your body. But red is all about something, be the active principle, I guess you would say. And I also get the planet Mars. So have a look at your horoscope if you pick card number 2 and see what the planet Mars is doing for this month in March. I'm actually working on the April ones at the moment as well. All right, so card number 2, let's go with that one and see what comes out. We've got the Queen of Wands, more motivation, more inspiration. This is actually fabulous because this woman is a great manifester. She can magically manifest whatever she desires, basically. She's usually somebody who's quite honourable and loving. There's a sort of spirituality with this as well. She listens to her intuition. See here the wild cat at the bottom, or the Bengal cat, I think it is actually. He's got the little rosettes, so this is usually a very well bred. When they've got rosettes like that and the stripes on the legs, he's a very well bred Bengal. And you'll see here the colour. This is like the third eye, this indigo colour. Yellow around her waist for the solar plexus, which is all about accomplishment and success. And these sunflowers go with that. So that brings insight awareness, security, and comfort. She's got the baseball bat for taking action. She's very grounded. It's a lovely blend of different types of energies, but she's excellent at manifesting. Fair bit of green in the background there for growth as well. All right, we're up to card number 3 now. Number 3, let's see what comes out. Close my eyes. Oh, that one come out. I didn't even get to close my eyes there. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is nurturing, kindness personified. Sometimes it's associated with the world of the child, so you could be dealing with children or your own inner child. And it's time to look after yourself and nurture your own inner child, as well as any children that you come across. You may have your own children, of course. There's a lot of growth. Kindness is good for personal growth. This is also typical of motherhood, okay? The good mother, the kind, caring mother. 10 of Cups. It's the end of a cycle of something, a new cycle about to begin, and all about home and hearth. Home, hearth and family. All right, card number 4. Card number 4. Let me see what comes out. Okay, closing my eyes now. What do I see? Oh, this is a bit strange. Somebody licking a paddle pop. I've got no idea what that means. I've never seen that before. But they are saying it's time to put away the past. Oh, okay, so that might be to do with childhood as well. But we're doing card number 4 now. But the words I get, it's time to put away the past. Maybe there's some tendrils or something from the past that's popping back into your mind. Could be someone you used to know, or an old school friend, maybe hear some news or something like that. The card that comes up is the 4 of Cups. This is often to do with relationships, and they can be love relationships. There's a definite spiritual connection here, but there's also some sort of feeling of, feeling forlorn or despondent. Maybe a previous relationship didn't work out the way that you had hoped. But the important thing is that you go within and seek what your spiritual direction is supposed to be. Spirit is actually handing you a gift here. The one that got away, maybe there was something there that wasn't ideal for you. You will notice here, I don't know if you can see that on your device, but there's a lot of butterflies around her head. So even though it's the 4 of Cups, there's, something's come back from the past. These butterflies are new ideas that are coming through, and it's time to listen to them. Green for growth, okay? So a lot of growth to that you can get out of this situation. Sometimes the spiritual connections that we have with people might feel very strong, but they're not supposed to last in the physical for, whatever reason, we don't really know. But, it could be some despondency about a past relationship there. All right, let's look now at card number 5. 5 is alive, and let's see what we get. All right, closing my eyes. The steps, walking up the steps. Ascending in consciousness. This means that you're taking action steps so that you can rise higher. You're lifting your frequency, your vibration, okay? I see a woman here with a blindfold on, so she's not sure of the direction she's going in, but by faith and trust she keeps going, and that's enough. Faith and trust is enough. If you follow and listen to your intuition, that will actually hone your intuition. You'll learn to trust it even if you can't see where you're going. The Page of Pentacles comes up. This is about your money, your possessions, the things that you value. And it usually indicates news, okay? So you're going to hear something that could be an opportunity or a way to increase your finances somehow. She has a smile on her face, and I usually think it's good news, although the card strictly, if you want to do a strict interpretation, they wouldn't say good news, but that's what I think it is. Something that is good that's coming to you, and there could be something of spiritual importance in this as well. It's not only about physical things, it's sort of directing you also always to pay attention to spirit. Some action needs to be taken. See the red? There's a lot that's not known. There's some points that are known, but action needs to be taken when you get this information about how you can improve your finances. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so we've got wands, cups, pentacles. Okay, so some motivational inspiration that's around, some emotions with it, and it can have real physical effects. Pentacles is just saying basically it's earthly. Okay, so that's your pick a card. Let me know in the comments how you went. Leave a like and share on your socials. That would be fantastic. I would really appreciate that. I'll just close my eyes and see if there's anything. Yeah, I get a certain colour, like a jade green, the jade and with a bit of the green with a bit of blue in it, and also a bit of yellow. So you can achieve this week. Everybody can achieve things this week. It feels like it's like a sort of domestic type week, time to do things around the home, perhaps at work. But yeah, it feels like sort of a normal kind of week. I see a chain around a woman's neck, and it's a gold chain. Do be careful also that if you're feeling restricted in some way, use your thoughts to get yourself out of that restriction. Sometimes chains can mean restriction, and around the neck is about not speaking up. So it is a good week always. It's always the case. It's good to practice speaking up and say what you need to say. Okay, so that's it. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all again soon. If you're new, please think about subscribing to this channel and hit that notification bell. Alrighty, thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.